Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are fine and healthy. So, let's continue the chapter number third, that is computer software. The next topic is mobile operating system, that is the third one, this one. So, mobile operating system on mobile device is called mobile operating system. That means any operating system that work on mobile devices is called a mobile operating system. These operating systems reside in a ROM chip. Mobile operating system typically include and support calendar and contact management, text messages, email, touch screen, GPS navigation, variety of third party applications. Now next first part is that is a Google Android. So Android is an open source Linux based operating system designed by Google. I think everyone familiar with the Google Android operating system. This operating system include like a Google Play App Store, provide access to apps, games, songs, books, movies, Google Drive, face recognition, voice recognition. Next is iPhone. iPhone, originally called a iPhone operating system, developed by Apple, is a mobile operating system specifically made for Apple's mobile devices. It also includes like a iCloud, enable you to synchronize mail, calendars, contacts. Mac App Store provide access to additional app and store updates. These all are the features of iPhone operating system. Last is Windows Phone. Windows Phone, developed by Microsoft, is a mobile operating system that runs on smartphones. Features unique to recent version of the Windows Phone operating system include like a synchronized photos file setting with OneDrive. Next is use your phone as a remote control for your TV, access a global catalog of music, videos, or listen to music. These all are the features. We can say that these all things are included by the Windows Phone. So I think nowadays not only the single person but everyone familiar with mobile operating system. Now the next topic is device driver. Device driver, also called a driver, is a small program that tells the operating system how to communicate with device. It acts like a link between the hardware in a computer system and the operating system. Next topic is utility program. Utility program is a type of system software that perform a specific task usually related to managing a computer, its device or its program. It is also called a utility. Some operating system include several built-in utility program. The typical examples of utility softwares, like first one is a file management. In a file management, it is a utility software that has a variety of function like displaying a list of files on a storage medium, organizing files in folders, copying, renaming, deleting, moving, sorting files, folders, and creating shortcuts also. Next is virus scanner. It protects a computer against virus by identifying and removing any computer virus found in the memory. Next is, for example, just like a quick heal in a virus scanner, for example, quick heal. McAfee, virus scan, not an antivirus. K7 security. Next is disk cleanup. Disk cleanup, it is a utility in Windows that search for and remove unnecessary files. Next is search utility. This one. Fourth one is search utility. It is a program that attempts to locate a file on your computer based on the criteria you specify. Next is uninstalled. It is a utility that remove a program as well as any associated entries in the system files. Next is disk defragments. It is a utility to increase computer speed by rearranging the files stored on the hard disk to occupy attached storage locations so that the operating system can access data more quickly. Next is scan disk. It is a utility for detecting and repairing the hard disk error. Next is backup utility. So it allows the user to copy or backup the selected file or an entire hard disk to another storage media such as another hard disk, optical disk, flash drive also. Next is screensaver. It is a utility that shows a moving image or the blank screen if no keyboard or mouse activity occur for the specific time. Next is file compression. It is a utility that shrinks the size of files. Next topic is application software. So an application or app, sometimes called application software, consists of programs designed to make user more productive and assist them with personal tasks. Generally, the application software make according to the requirement of user. So it also split in two parts. The first one is general software and second is specific software. General software include these all categories and the specific software include these all. So general purpose software means general purpose application software is software used to perform a broad variety of tasks and is useful to nearby all computer users. And it will be includes like a word processing software, spreadsheet software, database software, presentation software, paint, image editing software. I think you all are familiar with these all softwares. Word processing software just like a MS Word, spreadsheet software like a MS Excel, database software, then presentation software like a PowerPoint presentation, then paint, image editing software is also included in your phone also. So these are general purpose computer software. Next is specific software. So specific purpose application software is a type of software that is especially developed for some specific organization and other users. Specific purpose software is also called customized software. Now some examples of specific softwares include accounting management. It is used to meet the need of the finance department. Next, reservation system. It is used to online booking. HR management. It's a like a manage employee information such as contact details, etc. Then attendance system, that is used to companies to all the sizes of keep a track of attendance, primarily to pay their wages. Next, inventory control system. It is a process for managing and identifying the number of items in a store. So these all are the specific software and these all are the general purpose software that is used by the every user, and this used by a specific users, not for the every users but for the specific user according to the requirement of the user. Next topic is managing computers. So you should perform some routine maintenance to keep your computer running smoothly. So Windows is an operating system software that comes with a number of utility software programs that enable us to manage the performance of our computer with these utilities. So the first one is using ScanDisk to detect and repair disk error. That is a sometime hard drive error can occur your files, which may prevent you from running a program or opening a document. So you can improve the performance of your computer by using ScanDisk to detect and repair hard disk error. So you should check our hard disk for error at least once a month. Next is defragment your hard disk. So we can improve the performance of your computer by defragment your hard disk. There are thousands of files stored in your computer disk in several pieces, and over time those pieces often get scattered around your hard disk. So defragmenting improves performance by bringing all those pieces together, making finding and opening each file faster. Next is backup files. So you can make backup of your important files by using backup program of Windows 7. This is useful when a system causes you to lose one or more files, so you can restore them from the backup. Next is disk cleanup. So you can use disk cleanup to remove unnecessary files from your computer to free the disk space. So these all are the managing computer points. So question, answer and book exercise of this chapter I will send in WhatsApp group. Thank you.